Greetings and welcome to Energize You TV, Season 6, Episode number 24. I'm Angel Marie, your angel of light. Would you like to turn your fears into fuel and step into your confidence? Are you ready to learn the secrets of the most confident people in the world? Are you leaning in? I believe that you probably are. And you know what? Today, we're going to be talking about confidence. And we're going to be talking about igniting your confidence code 0 to hero. So you want to stay tuned because every week we go through the Ignite book. Raise your energy in 30 seconds or less naturally so you shine with more energy, joy, and abundance. Get your copy. Come along with us. I'll even sign it. It is so much fun, and go ahead and let's dive into this confidence. And we have some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time together with the beautiful Chris Warner. He's joined us on our wisdom segment today, and he's a professional actor and expert on camera media coach. He knows how to command presence and confidence in any settings. In this segment, we're going to break down the real strategies to help you elevate your on-screen presence and your own every moment confidence. Also, get ready to be inspired because he will inspire you with his wisdom, with his knowledge, golden nuggets, and he'll ignite that deeper feeling inside to really take that inspiration to step towards your awakening with your confidence. Sounds good, doesn't it? It's a writer downer for sure. So go ahead and go get your pen and pencils, and here we go. And it's exciting because we have the crystal connection segment. And that's something you love to collect crystals. Now learn about the minerals and the elements that are inside of you. Ooh, that connect to the earth and the crystals. And the next segment that we have is the animal segment. And that's when you get to greet one of your power animals. Might be today, who knows? And then there's always the energy clearing segment. And that is like no other, 30 seconds or less, helping you to release, let go, and really calm your energy down. In fact, let's do that right now, just on a brief, and just let's remove and release. Take a deep breath with me so that you're right there with me and you're ready for that divine messages, right? And you're open to it. So there you go. There you go. Take a deep breath. Beautiful. And I know you know this, but maybe not, that studies have proven that meditation helps the brain function. It also helps with your spiritual peace. It helps with sleep. It helps with your productivity. It is just a world of help that can change your whole life. And you know what? Meditation comes in a lot of different forms, just so you understand this, because I am not one, if you know me, I am not one that's going to sit in home. I'm just not going to do it. That's not me. I take walks. That's my meditation. I do other things like do my stretches, and I'm meditating. There's all kinds of way to meditate instead of just sitting and doing the meditation. So don't think you don't know how to meditate, because you really, really do. So knowing that is also, stay tuned to the end, to the activation segment where we have a calibration meditation, which is different than a woo-wee-woo. I want to call it like that, woo-wee-woo meditation. It actually helps you with your knowledge, your information, downloading wisdom, and really calibrating energy. So stay all the way to the end, because you know what? I just love. And that's what I do, is I help people that have spiritual questions, help them find a way. And I do that because I've been a spiritual counselor for almost 30 years, helping people really step into their gifts. So, go ahead, be kind and be generous, and go ahead and share this with your sister, your brother, your friends, your family, because they want to get unstuck. They want to step into their true gifts also. So let's all just take a deep breath. I'm so happy that you're here today. And let's take confidence. Let's take confidence. And let me give you a quote out of the Shine On book. Raise your energy. So, and this is about 52 secrets for greater success and higher self-esteem. Yes. So, confidence, secret number 36. Don't let anyone dim your shine. That easy. It's really that easy. Don't let anyone. I was just telling a friend about that the other day, too. It's like at 63 young years, almost coming up on 63, why do we spend so much time thinking or trying to be who I'm not? And also just be, what is it? Put a round peg in a square, something like that. That's what I'm saying is it's time for you to stop. So this is what we're going to be doing and helping, and Chris is going to be helping us to step into that energy. So in the next segment that I really enjoy, and let's take a drink of water. Let's everybody drink. Because you know I'm a water pusher. Watch my stories. I'll remind you every single time. So thank you everybody for being here too. I see your chat fingers on. Thank you so much for coming and being here with us today. I appreciate you very much. And let's go right into the energy segment, because this is the energy awareness segment. And these are writer downers. Everything is energy. Think about it. All your thoughts, all your emotions are forms of energy. And that is what helps us to perceive the universe. And it's also what interconnected we are with all the energy. Now, Einstein said, and I quote, energy never dissolves. It merely what? It changes forms. So looking at energy, and many of you will say, Angel, I don't understand what energy is. It's like when you walk into a room and your stomach might drop. Or you think about somebody and they call you. That's energy. And they're like, I was just thinking of you. I was just thinking of you. And you go, oh, that's so weird. It's not, because quantum physics tells us we are emitting energy. And that's all we are doing. So when I'm teaching with my spiritual counseling, maybe when I'm teaching Reiki, I'm teaching energy is what am I really doing. It can be in a modality, but I don't always like that. I like to be free with teaching about experiencing energy, because you really can experience and how to balance and manage your energy. And that's all about understanding what energy is. And you know, I can show you what this is on the emotional freedom vibrational frequency chart. When you're in shame, blame, guilt, fear, trying too hard, coulda, shoulda, woulda, all of these lower vibrations, what happens is you are in a field of energy that you could actually physically hurt more. And that I'm testimonial of that, because I've been diagnosed with lupus, fibromyalgia, arthritis, Sjogren's, neuropathy in my hands and feet, and Epstein-Barr. And the thing is when I'm in a place, oh, I don't feel good, what happens? I don't feel good, and it takes longer. So bringing my energy up over to here, yes, to the love, to the joy, to grateful gratitude, to the peace and the compassion. When I stay in those and be in that energy field, I don't feel. Your brain can only do one thing at a time. It's true. It can only do one thing at a time, and it always has an energy. This is an aura photo, and I do readings. I've done them for almost 30 years. And I have one here when the VIPs come to my house for the retreat. They all get an aura photo before and after. And then they go, oh, I get energy. I can actually see it now. So understanding that you can do what? You can move energy. You can move energy. You can balance energy. You can manage it, and you can change the form of it. You can never get rid of it. And people say, oh, come see me and we'll do this clearing and you get rid of your triggers forever. No, because quantum physics tells us you can't get rid of energy. Energy is a synapsis. It's a vibrational field. So how do we do that? We change the form of it. So thinking about changing the form of it, this is how we change the form of it, and that's about energy. I hope you enjoyed that segment of energy. And now I told you that we were going to go into this beautiful segment of energy clearing segment in 30 seconds or less. So what I'd like you to do right now, understanding energy, is go ahead and take a breath. And I want you to do the diaphragmatic breath. So breathe in and the diaphragm comes out, and breathe out and the diaphragm comes in. So do it now. Breathe it in. Now, this is scientifically proven that it helps us to get out of our brain. So what I want you to do is start your breaths. Be with me right now. Start your breaths, and we're going to clap. I'm not going to clap too loud because I don't want it too loud on your end. But if you want, go ahead and clap. But breathing, doing the beautiful breathing in and out, and breathe. There you go. And I'm going to remove. Take a breath. Feel this. Calm your nervous system down. Come with me. Beautiful. There you go. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. There you go. And let's ground you back in. Beautiful. Stay with me. Stay with me, because this vibration is helping bring in all of your wisdom, your knowledge, and that beautiful information, and helps you to ground to your divine union, to your divine, your universe, to God, to however you label, bring that together. Beautiful, beautiful. Take another breath and let it out. There you go. How you feel? Feels good? Good. So let's move on to the next segment that we're going to be talking about. In the next segment that we're going to talk about is the animal segment. And today we're going to talk about the animal. And today's animal is the impala. And the impala, let me show you a picture. That is the impala. And we're going to be talking about how that spirit animals and the connection with your spirit animals is powerful. Why? Because the spirit animals will help you to go deeper in your energy field. It'll go deeper in your meditation. Now, Native American will tell us that you can go. Now, if the impala shows up for you today, which it is, you're watching, so it showed up. What it is there's going to be some quick and unexpected changes in your life, ones that will cause your path to zig and zag a bit for the next few weeks. There's a lot of energy going on right now and a lot of things going on. We all know this. So know that you're going to have some zigs and zags. So take your time with it. That's why I picked this one, is to take your time. Now, you want to call upon the awesome, isn't that a beautiful picture? When your rational brain says that you should do something, but your instincts tell you otherwise. So what it's saying is listen to those little things that are in your head that go, you should not be doing that. So please listen to that, because it's time for you. And that's the message. Now, this animal could be your power animal. If you love to dance, particularly any free form and unstructured types of movements. And if you've watched me at all and know me, I love static dance. I go every weekend because it helps me just to move and be in oneness with my divine union, my divine appointment. So it helps me. So there you go for your beautiful animal. And as we move to the next segment, I'd like to bring up this quote, bringing back confidence. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Eleanor Roosevelt said that. Think about it. They can't. Nobody can make you feel anyway unless you allow that. So isn't that an interesting one, right? Yeah. So as we move forward, we're going to be talking about crystals. Now, not only the crystals inside of you, but the elements and the minerals. Well, you know what? We're going to be right back after this commercial message, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about crystals on the Crystal Connection segment. Be right back.
Traditional business cards are often lost or forgotten. This can lead to missed opportunities and wasted time and money. Java Logics offers a unique solution. Eco-friendly paperless business cards that are easy to update and share. With our QR code, you can share your card with anyone, anytime, anywhere. It's the easiest way to share your details. Interested in getting one? Click on Get Offer and get your own digital business card today.
Thank you to Preston Martelli for that commercial. And go ahead and take that picture of the QR code. That's where we're going. We're going to QR code. I went to a book signing yesterday, and oh my gosh, everybody with the QR code. So tell them Angel sent you. You'll be blown away when you see this. It's got a video. It's amazing. So go ahead and get your discount and talk to Preston today, because he will help you out to get that for you. So I promised you a crystal. So let's dive right into the crystal, and it's an angelite. An angelite, I could not find mine because I definitely have one, but I couldn't find it. But that's what the crystal is today. But let me tell you this, because according to Dr. Joe Dispenza, you know who he is, microcalcite crystals in the pineal gland in the center of your brain can become an antenna. You really can. And this antenna, what he's saying, when you practice deep diaphragmatic nasal breathing, what happens during meditation in this rhythm, he has had people have supernatural communication while practicing this breathing, and it activates this microcalcite crystal. That's what happens. So the breathing is really powerful, and that's why I keep bugging you guys to do it and to keep doing this. So there's many crystals inside of us, in our bones and our teeth. We have crystals. We actually have them in our body, but we also have the same elements and minerals inside of us as makes up the crystals and the earth. So angelite what is angelite? Let me just go through that one for you, because it's a beautiful one. I love this one. I love the blue. It's emotionally, it promotes calmness, serenity. It helps with encouraging compassion, forgiveness, and healing. The big one is it releases fears and anger and resentment, and it helps with that grief and the loss. Definitely use that one when my shine went. It offers comfort and inner peace. It also believes to support the throat, the thyroid, and reduces inflammation and soothes tension. And I was also used in healing for migraines and headaches. I've used that on quite a few of my clients, actually, that have gone through that. So it's a powerful one for sure. And it's wonderful for improving the strength of the immune system. We all need that right now. And it helps with mental clarity and overcomes that negative thought patterns, because we kind of spiral in those self-doubting things. We start to do that, don't we? So I've seen this work so many times in my VIP retreats sessions with people, that it really helps with the connection and awareness to your higher self. So it's a really good one. And it aids in meditation also. So get yours whenever you'd like, because that one's a good one. So we're going to move on to the element today. And the element today is in mineral, because it's both, is calcium. So the element today is calcium, and angelite is an anhydrous form of calcium sulfate. Interesting, huh? It has the elements of calcite, sulfur, and oxygen, the same as many of other crystals and healing crystals. And it also is the same as these earth elements in our body. The average adult, get this one. Isn't this crazy good? Get this one. The average adult contains about 1 kilogram of calcium in your body. And calcium is both an element and a mineral. It combined with elements to form this compounds that our bodies need to function for it to build and maintain the nervous system and our brain function. Isn't that interesting? So the calcite is the most abundant mineral in the body. Almost everything is strengthened and stored in the bones and the teeth, giving the structure and the hardness. It also plays a role in maintaining proper hydration. And I'm talking about the water. Come on, please. It'll save your life. You have more clarity. So knowing that it helps with also the hydrating, is that it also helps because it's helping with the signals. The more water, the better your signals, neural pathways, are signaling to the nervous system and to the heart. Just amazing. So check that out. And then I wanted just to show These are the foods that have it in there. If you're not eating some of this, these are plant based. There's so many more, but I'm a sweet potato, fig, yeah, broccoli. I do so many of those. So I want you to feel better. So go ahead and do that. And I so appreciate you being here and tuning in today, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be reaching 60, 70,000 views a month, 2.5 million minutes viewed. So thank you so much. And staying on the show for an average of 40 minutes. Thank you for watching. We're getting ready right now to go into the Mr. Chris Warner right now, and he's going to be coming on and he's going to talk about some awesome stuff about energies of confidence. So let's bring him on right now. Here we go. Hey, Chris.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, fabulous. Thanks for being here today. Please, I've known you for almost a decade, and I know you. So could you tell everybody who you are?
Cool. Well, one, thanks for having me. I greatly appreciate it. And thanks for you guys tuning in. I greatly appreciate you taking your time, because that's the only thing we can't replace, right? So thank you for giving that to me. I greatly appreciate it. Well, I'm Chris Warner. I'm a professional actor and an expert on-camera media coach. And what I do is I help folks like you and around the world overcome those fears that they have for speaking on camera or speaking to anyone in person, and to become better at the thing that you do and be good at that on camera as you are with the thing that you do. I've been acting for about 28 years. You might have seen this sexy mug somewhere along the way on a TV show or in the movies, but that's what I love to do. And what I found is where that's a place where I found I could channel the energy that is Chris Warner into a place where I think that I'm put on this planet for two reasons. One, to inspire those who want to be and do the thing they want to do from the big and small screen, and also to protect those who can't protect themselves. And I'll go into that a little bit more later on, but that has a lot to do with the confidence that I've built in my life and that I've helped other folks build in their lives. I live in Austin, Texas, with my wife, my high school sweetheart. She's been with me through thick and thin, man. Most women would have already left me by now, but she is truly my rock. And we have a little pit bull named Halo. So that's my family in a nutshell, if you will. Love Austin, Texas. I was raised in Texas. I moved to LA for about 23 years, but I'm back here now. And I just, home is home. It's a great place to be. And it gives me a lot of good energy. So I cannot complain about that. But again, thank you so much, Angel, for having me on.
Oh, you're so welcome, because your golden nuggets that we're getting ready to have, I just know. And I just love this quote, and I wanted to share it with the viewers and you. Confidence isn't thinking you're better than others. It's knowing you don't have to compare. Say about that.
I like that. I like it. And you're absolutely right. Because in the end, all you can be is you, right? And then nobody can be you. So you should sit in that for a moment and realize, in the history of time, before, present, and in the future, there is never going to be another you. And that should just give you warm fuzzies. It did me just now, because you are the only one who can be you. So anybody that tries to criticize that for whatever reason, well, that's their opinion. And as you probably heard in the past, your opinion is none of my business. It seriously isn't. So you can think of me what you want, but those are my 2 cents on that thought. Yes, ma'am.
I love that. I do. And that goes right into because some people, they don't really know what confidence is and how does it look like. So maybe you can kind of give a definition for the viewers. Lean it in, viewers, because here he goes. How do you see it? And yeah, he's going to give a tip about how you can improve it. But let's define it first.
Sure. I love the quote by John Wayne, whether you like John Wayne or not, but the quote that he says that courage is being scared, but saddling up anyway. And that's the truth. I believe the foundation of self-confidence is built, and it's going to raise your eyebrows. It's built on fear. Why? Because life is relative, right? You won't have self-confidence if you don't have something to refer to. It wouldn't exist. So if you've got courage, then you had to have fear. And that's where it started. And I think a lot of people want to be courageous or want to be self-confident without the fear. You got to step into the punch to fight. You just do. So don't avoid the fear. Step into the fear. Embrace the fear and teach it to bow at your will, is what I would say to that.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful one. Yes. And that kind of goes right into this one is what are the signs that you have low self-esteem? Maybe just a couple of signs that you have that low self-esteem.
Sure. I think a big one is not wanting to engage anyone, not just society, but you don't want to leave your house. You don't even want to talk to the people in your family. You just want to be alone. Another one is your appearance. No, you don't care about what you look like. You're going to let your beard grow out. You're going to take a shower for a few days. Those are the kind of things that you don't necessarily care about your aesthetics. And I'm not talking about, hey, I'm getting model pretty so I can be on the cover of GQ. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a sense of pride of self. It tends to be lost. And then lastly, a third thing on that is you allow people to tell you what to do, to live your life for you, to literally push you around. You allow it without even thinking about it eventually. First, it might bother you. And then over time, if you allow it and keep allowing it, you don't even think about it. You just get up like a drone and do it. So those are three things I notice about people with low self-esteem.
Those are really good ones. And viewers, I mean, most of you are light workers and you're really wanting to help people and get out there and help. And we're all in that service, not just light workers. I see you that want to serve. And sometimes what happens, just like you're saying, we want to just keep saving people instead of actually really connecting to ourselves. So can you give maybe a couple of things that is on a day-to-day thing that you can do that would help with your self-esteem?
Sure, sure. I can go into real quick. I wrote a book called Live Bully Proof, and I was just tired of folks being non-confident in themselves. And I'm going to say my big nugget. It's a big one till the end here, but the five things that I recommend, and this is just one set of things you can do. I'm not saying I'm the complete know-it-all expert in building confidence, but the five things you can do on a daily basis that if you do those over time, bullying in your life will virtually disappear. One, you need to get your rest and you need to take care of yourself. Two, then that's your physical part. Two, you need to take care of your mental health. And the way you do that is you meditate or pray and you clear your mind. And the third thing is you need to visualize. So once we've cleaned the slate, we need to paint that slate or that canvas exactly the way we want it, not the way anybody else wants it for you. And so you do your visualization. And then the fourth thing you can do is it's the back end of the health part is you need to exercise your body to stay healthy and strong. Because when your health goes, that's all your mind concentrates on are the physical ailments. And then the last thing on top that builds on top and gives you your final armor is once you're kind of physically fit, because there's nothing like feeling physically fit, I would ask that you learn a self-defense technique. The reason I say this is nothing gives you power in your spirit more than being able to physically take care of yourself. I am big on the mental part of the mental aspect of things. His mindset is like the twin brother of being physically fit. But once you're physically fit and you know how to defend yourself or take care of you and your family physically, and I'm talking about males and females here, there is no other feeling to be able to defend yourself. There's no other feeling like it. Seriously. And I talked earlier, there's two things I'm here to provide for the world. The second thing is to help protect it. That's why I play cops and things like that as actors, because you believe I can do that. What's really cool is when you can feel that yourselves, then you can expand your life. I was watching the show the other day real quick and people were overseas visiting. And it was one of those things like, I'm in a foreign place. I don't know the language. Should I be here? Well, if you're able to take care of yourself and you're invited into that area, sure, go ahead. If somebody wants to start something, let's go. And that's taking it to the extremes, but I'll come back around. So the five things is health, mental health, starting clear the canvas, then paint the canvas, physical strength, and then some sort of self-defense to kind of paint that whole armor to where it's impenetrable or, hey, bulletproof.
I love that, Chris, because it gives you those 5 viewers. Please, I hope you wrote those down or go back to the replay because, you know, there's a lot of research on self esteem. There's a lot of research on courage, and it kind of goes into the same. And one of the things he talked about was number 4, which is movement, exercise. And you all know movement is lubricant. I'm always saying that, and that's why I teach Tai Chi. And I hear you because when I was a kid, Chris, I couldn't take karate because I was a girl. But you know, that was way back when. And we weren't allowed to.
Yeah.
So it was interesting because what I did is I used to go when my parents didn't know it and I would watch the karate from the window and I learned it myself. And
There
I
you
felt like that. And I didn't grow. If you know me, I'm only like 5'1.5". So
go.
when I was a kid, I was always the leader with everyone, getting everybody together. Isn't that
Yeah.
interesting?
There you go. You know, a little note here about
Well, hopefully he'll come back in a second. We'll go back to a little note. So, you know, what I was saying was is understanding about the energy of knowing that you can take care of yourself. That's one of the biggest things, isn't it? Because I do Tai Chi, and many of the moves to Tai Chi is also fighting. It is. So when I go out and I'm like, say, I'm walking to my car late at night, well, I'm a 5'1" little person with silver hair. I get it. But what I do is beef up. I'm looking back and forth. My keys are in between my fingers. I'm walking like this, and I'm walking with purpose. It's kind of the same thing because I feel, and then of course I'm going to bring in Archangel Michael, right? I'm going to be like, Michael, 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 come on, be with me and create that energy around me to help me to keep going. And I feel Archangel Michael. Many of you might know this, and that's that courage, you know, and that has to be is how do you boost your energy levels for your confidence? And it's a big one because understand. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's get him back. Okay, go ahead.
no, what you were speaking to before, you said you wanted to take karate but couldn't. I tell you, the biggest ass whooping I ever took in my life was from a girl. She beat me up and down that dojo, and I was like, goodness gracious, punching me in the face and kicking me. I was like, holy moly. Now, granted, the way we set it up is we had this open forum after practice, and our sensei would call us off the wall, and the way it would work is to stretch you to get you to where you needed to be. And this is some of the pain I was talking about. I was like a white belt blue stripe. I mean, I was fresh off the farm, so to speak, and she was a green belt, 2 or 3 red stripe. I mean, she was on up there, and he put us up there. Man, she beat me black and blue. I'll tell you, man. So ladies out there, embrace it because I've seen some things happen that are amazing, and it gives you this level of confidence that lets no one, practically no one, tell you what to do. And I think what it does too is it starts to give you an air of confidence
Mhm.
that even potential problems that come at you tend to veer away once they sense your energy. They're like, oh, there's something over there I just don't want to mess with. And you're like, yep, you don't want to mess with this. So, and again, those are on the inside. I'm not saying you're walking the planet like this, but it gives you a certain sense of energy of, I was given this life and I'm going to protect it with all I got because it's the only one I have.
That's beautiful. I totally understand. And this study got me, and the research is, you know, show that 70% of employees experience imposter syndrome and their feeling of self-doubt despite evidence of competition or compete. So with that, what is that? Because you hear a lot about that, you know, the imposter syndrome
Mhm.
to confidence. What can you tell on that?
You know, my wife and I were talking about this interview earlier this morning, and we came across that a certain statistic. And where I think it started is in school. What are we taught? What is our touchstone in school? 100. If you don't get 100 on this test or an A, you aren't worth a crap. Basically, they don't say that to us, but that's the tone in the schools that we were raised in. If you don't get 100, you don't deserve to live, basically. I mean, that's kind of what some of us hear. And I think that carries on into the work because as you can see, things are set up. The regular school system seems to be teaching us to be good workers, right? So when you get into the working society and in the working class, if you aren't doing your job at 100, you're not you're not good enough. Now, granted, it doesn't mean that we won't keep you employed, but you must be better. You must be better. You must be better. People need to be recognized for their wins, and when they win, it needs to be recognized. I don't think that's done enough, or when it's done too often or not often enough. That when people are recognized, they start to think, do I deserve this? Because I remember a whole bunch of times when I thought I did good, and they said I didn't, but do I deserve this, or they're just giving it to me because there's some quota to me. So I think that's what has a lot to do with the imposter syndrome, is because when we do win under someone else's guise, are they giving it to us because we deserve it, or are they giving it to us for some other reason? So maybe that might be kind of one of the seeds of the imposter syndrome itself. It's the system is set up to create it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And do you agree also that a lot of confidence is also in your physical and how you stand, how you approach it?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. When I wrote one of my books, I'll raise it up here if it's okay with you. It's called Live Bully Proof. I don't know if you guys
Yes.
can see
Let me
that
see
there.
the other one. Yeah.
Sure. And I have another one called Master Your Confidence. Let me scoot back a little bit. I'm gonna hold those guys up there so you can see them, guys. Live Bully Proof and Master Your Confidence. They're both on Amazon under the author Chris Warner. That's me. But when I wrote this second book, Live Bully Proof, I had to actually sit down and deconstruct my self confidence because I've been a confident dude for a long time. That was built way back when I started sports. And I hear a little caveat. I think if you have children, I don't, so I got to speak lightly on this. But if you have children, I think they should be in something competitive. It doesn't have to be tackle football. It could be chess, but something that is competitive that gives them a competitive edge because it'll help them along in life. But I had coaches that pushed me through unreasonable pain to get to where I wanted to be. And the last football game I ever played was on Texas Stadium where the Dallas Cowboys play. And that's the biggest stage you can ever play on. It's a very cool memory to have. Now, I'm not Al Bundy. I don't live back in those days. But to be able to be pushed to the point I can step on the field where world champions have played is something that, is embedded in my DNA. So what I would say with that is I had to go back and write down to write this book. I had to write down what was taught to me because I had had it for so long. And that's where I came up with the 5-step process that I talked about earlier about you having to, to be physically, take care of your health and your mind and know that you can stand your ground when necessary, whenever. Now, I'm not talking necessarily physically. I'm talking mentally too. Don't be a doormat to anyone. I tell people I was a doormat at one time. I'm a big dude, but there was a time when I was kind of soft and took people's stuff. And then I installed some spikes in my doormat. So every once in a while I need to push a button, you know what I'm saying? I think everybody needs to push a button every once in a while because when you give people enough rope, so to speak, they want to keep pulling on it, and that can't happen. And I don't want folks to walk around aggressive, but I do want I would want anyone who questions their self-confidence or has doubt about themselves to, again, go back to remember, there can only be one you, and you're the only one that can judge you. And I hope you wouldn't be too harsh on yourself. Please don't do that. But if you do these things on a regular basis, over time, again, bullying in any way, shape, or form tends to disappear. So that's kind of going back to the foundation of my self-confidence. I can remember back before the time the coaches got a hold of me where there were a couple dudes, I won't name them right now, but there are a couple dudes who kind of got at me when I was younger that if I met them on the street today, oops, nah, I'm just joking.
You
But
wouldn't. I know you, Chris.
nah, I'm a big teddy bear.
You
Wink, wink.
really are. You are, but you're also a very good coach. And we didn't touch on the on-camera media coach because you really know how to help somebody if they're wanting to do on camera.
Sure.
And,
Yes, ma'am.
and being able to have the confidence, be looking right at a camera and you have nothing else and be able have that confidence. So I wanted to
Sure.
bring that up because of what you've done in the past and how you've gotten there. That
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I know everyone that comes to me doesn't have my level of confidence because there's something unique, special, weird, whatever you want to call it about me. I'm an actor. I'm an entertainer. So when the lights come on for me, I step on the red carpet. It actually gives me energy. I'm like, whoa, it's rodeo time. Let's go. That's me. And I understand not everybody comes to the camera that way. But now with socials and the use of everybody having a camera and a lot of business folks like you or folks that want to be coaches need to be on camera to not only present themselves, but also to promote your business. It's necessary, right? And if you're not an on-camera coach, which I am, and I need to be that way, and I need to show you what I can do on camera, but you just say you're a CPA and you need to get across how good a CPA you are. Well, if you have the fear of being on camera, stepping in front of you and your expertise, and you can't get that out right, you're not going to get a whole lot of business because you're not telling me how good you are as a CPA. So you're not getting my money, if that makes sense. So I understand not wanting to embrace it fully. I get that. And for people who really can't do it, I suggest a done for you spokesperson, kind of like me. But if it's something you want to get better at, absolutely. There's some things that I've learned along the way too, techniques and tricks and hacks like that. But the biggest one I'll give you, and I told you guys I was going to say this toward the end, and this is it. Get your pens out, write this down. The way that you almost instantly become as confident as you can, not only on camera, but in person, is you have to go visit your 7-year-old self. Now, let me explain that. Go visit your 7-year-old self. Because if you do studies, we are sponges up until about the age of 7 or so, right? We're just taking in life, looking, hearing, seeing, touching, tasting. It's all coming to us, and we don't understand what the word no means as a child for the most part until about the age of 7. And then something clicks in us, and we start understanding what no means and what parameters mean and stop and pull back and all this other shit. Excuse me, but I had to say that to make a point. But if you go back, and I would ask you this, when you look at your life and you look at yourself in the mirror tonight or tomorrow morning, I want you to ask not yourself, but I want you to ask your 7-year-old self, are they proud of who you become? Because if they're not, there's some work to do, but that's okay because your 7-year-old self is always there to help you. So let me go real quick is when you want to go on camera, there's a prep I do for on camera. If you saw me, if you saw Angel Marie, we've got a prep that we do on camera. And part of this prep for you, if it's hard to go on camera, is to go back and speak to your 7-year-old self. And as you do it more often, they'll be more readily accessible. What I mean by that is talk to them about how things are going at your age, because I imagine at 7, you had some idea at this age you were going to be somewhere, do somewhere, but have a talk like that, a gentle talk. Don't be hard on yourself. And what your 7-year-old self's going to do is she or she's going to give you the energy that you need to perform like you need to. I promise you guys, it works like a champ if you give it time. Go back, clear your mind, and the first thing you do in your visualization process is you unlock the cage, the trunk, the dungeon that your 7-year-old self lives in because you locked it away and you let them out. And you guys go play. Go play because we don't do that enough as adults. Go play.
absolutely.
That's my nugget for you.
Thank you for that beautiful nugget on camera and just in confidence, in really that confidence to do that. So can you, we're getting at the end. So
Yeah.
we got a free gift from Chris. So Chris, would you like to explain what that is?
Absolutely. And so when you guys watch things like this or we come across something on social, we need something. What can you give us, Chris? Or what can we leave this with? And what I want to gift you guys with, I want to give you is there's a guide that I've developed for you that can give you some points of reference to go. So if you want to get started on camera and look the best you can look and be the best you can with some helpful guide here, go ahead and download that and read through it. It's very short. It's not long. It's a PDF that'll give you some ideas on what to do to get started on being good on camera. Because here's the thing on camera. Everybody's on camera now. Pop it up. Hey, I'm walking on the beach or whatever. But if you're going to promote your business or you're going to promote something, you want something that people take seriously, you've got to have a professional setup, right? a microphone. You got to be lit well. You got to stay in frame and these kind of things. And that's kind of, I give you some references there and I give you some links on things so you don't have to go searching for some of that stuff. So I hope that helps. And even Angel Marie doesn't know about this one. So guys, this is a super duper VIP offer that I'm just offering right now. It's not even down here. If you'd like to talk to me a little bit more about this, I'm going to give you, I'm going to have, if you actually go to the link of On Camera Media Coach on my site there, my landing page, it says book a call. Book a discovery call with me. We'll spend one full hour. I mean, one full hour with you going over the things that you feel like you need. And let's maybe do a little assessment during that call on what I think maybe based on what you want to get out of the call that I can offer you on some advice. So one free discovery call coaching with me on the landing page itself. You can book a call on my schedule whenever it's convenient for you. And so that's my gift for you for giving your time to me today. I greatly appreciate it.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Chris, so much. And I have a couple of people like that are on my team that I'm going to have because I think that would help my team as a whole. And I'm going to look forward to that because you've watched me for over almost a decade, but there's probably things I would love to hear.
Sure.
Yeah. And viewers, I know you're leaning in because we always, I know you want to do better. You want to show up different. And sometimes we just don't know what we don't know until we know it. I like that one. So, so thank you so much for being here. We're going to say goodbye to Chris as we move into our song because we love my song and I promised you that we would dance it out. So thank you, Chris, for being here. Awesome. And listen to these beautiful words. I wrote this just for you and understanding how to shine your light.
Ambition, fire and soul. Look within your heart. Let your spirit flow. Ask for what you want. Show them what you got. Take it to the top. Don't you ever stop. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration.
Raise your vibration. Yes.
Shine, shine on. Looking for the answers. Seeking you will find.
Thank you, Chris. See you next time.
All right. Take care, you guys. Take care.
Oh, wow. Always keep that.
Like a star. Show them who you are. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine, shine, shine on. You're the secret. You're the answer. You know who you are. Look within you. Breathe and focus. You're a shining star. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine, shine, shine on. Don't you worry, don't you fake it. Be just who you are. You're the answer to the question. You're that shining star. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine, shine, shine on. Now that you can see all that you can be, breathe into your heart. Don't you ever stop. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine, shine, shine on.
Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. How you feeling? Moving and grooving. Thank you so much for playing with me with the shine and with Chris. Wasn't it wonderful? He did such a wonderful job in helping us to get more into that creativity of courage for confidence. That's what I like to say, because he really did touch on so many things. And it helps when we actually step into that energy. And that's just like here in this energy level. Momentum is magic. Once your energy gets rolling, nothing can stop it. And it really does happen that way. So I hope even with the song, that what happened there was that you felt the energy as it created. And you could feel the energy between me and Chris because we've known each other for so long, and how we just really melted together to help everyone move their chi and move their energy. So, he was able to give a free gift, and really take him up on that. Just talking to him for an hour, it will change your life. And I want to give you a free gift because I would like to get to know you. Many of you, I see you every week. And I would love if you would just take a picture of that or go to my website. And I would love for you to get on my calendar and let's get to know you and what your story is and how you connect on a different way. And I want to help you in whatever that spiritual gifts, from the awakenings to amplifying your energy, to really connecting and how you can serve others and serve yourself first. So that's my gift to you. And my other gift to you is right here with the Tai Chi membership. I always give a 2-week Tai Chi membership to anyone that would like to come on, or on Monday and Wednesdays. It's just a half an hour. So go ahead and take a picture of that Tai Chi for Wellness. And then also the Empowerment Hour is something locally that I do here every month, once a month on a Saturday. And then we do a meditation. So there's their upcoming events coming up. And yes, I am a Reiki master for almost 30 years, and I teach Reiki. So if you want to know more about that, let's get on a call. And then, of course, there's always the Spiritual Guidance Collection, and that has almost 20 sessions that I've done for almost 30 years. So you want to check that out and go, ooh, I want to take that class. Ooh, I want that class. So that's the Spiritual Guidance. And then, of course, my Shine On book, or excuse me, the Shine On song, because everybody seems to want that. So I put that in there for you. And then the Ignite book to follow along with us, because you can, because, I'm here every week at 11 o'clock to support everyone, to help you, Pacific time, always Pacific time, to help you to continue with your spiritual awakening. Now, next week, we're going to be having the amazing Candace Barr is going to be coming on, and she's going to be talking about personal power and how we step into our personal power. So you don't want to miss next week either. So go ahead and check it out. And we're here for you, loving on you all the time, every week. We're going to just love you up and connect more. And remember that changing your mindset, ignite your energy, and to shine on. What does that mean? I say it every week. I say it everywhere, to keep shining on. But what is to change your mindset? It's really being aware of what's happening in your life, and to be able to get out of what you think you see in all of those things and the comparisons, to that confidence, to everything that happens, and getting out of that energy to change your mindset and ignite your energy. It comes from your heart, because you have more neural nets, neural pathways. Remember, we talked about the elements, but you have more in the elements, and then also the minerals, and how that you have more neural nets, neural pathways in your emotions of your heart than you do your brain. So that's why it's change your mindset. Be aware of what's happening. Go ahead and get out of that. But going into here to ignite your energy is igniting. What are you responsible for? What is it that you really can change? What is yours and what is not? That's what I mean by that. And then the next is to shine on. And I always come from here to shine on, because that's where your power comes. That's the Dantian. Because yes, I teach Tai Chi. So it's bringing that out and doing the action, because there's always action. Non-action is still action, because you chose to do nothing. Interesting. Change your mindset, ignite your energy, and shine on. I will see you next week. Love you so much. And I hope you enjoyed the show, because it's more than just a show. It's a way of being. So thank you so much. Until I get to see you next time. Bye now. Love you.